The Rat Without a Hat, written and illustrated by third grade students of Shady Grove Elementary in Ouachita Parish. Once there was a small rat that sat on a mat. The rat had a tiny pink nose and a tail that was as long as a piece of spaghetti. His little gray body was covered with soft gray hair except for his head. The rat's head was as shiny and bald as an apple. The small rat that sat on a mat lived in a hole in the base of a large old oak tree. The old oak tree was surrounded by bright green grass and beautiful red roses. The rat that sat on a mat was very unhappy because he did not have any hair on his head. In the winter his head was cold, in the summer his head was hot, and when it rained his head was wet. The rat that sat on a mat needed a hat. The rat that sat on a mat went searching for a hat. First he found a rock that was a hat. Could this be a hat for a rat? No. The rock was too heavy, and it gave his little bald head a pounding headache. This was not a hat for a rat. The rat that sat on a mat went searching for a hat. Next he found a pine cone for a hat. Could this be a hat for a rat? No. The pine cone had too many sharp points, and it gave his little bald head a rash. This was not a hat for a rat. The rat that sat on a mat went searching for a hat. Then he found a dry brown leaf for a hat. Could this be a hat for a rat? No. A powerful wind blew the hat right off of his little bald head. This was not a hat for a rat. The rat that sat on a mat became very tired after searching for a hat. As the rat sat on his mat, an acorn fell from the old oak tree and landed right on top of his little bald head with a thump. The rat that sat on a mat saw the acorn hit the ground, but he still felt something on his little bald head. The cap of the acorn was sitting on his little bald head. Could this be a hat for a rat? The acorn cap would keep his head warm during the winter, cool during the summer, and dry when it rained. Yes, this was a hat for a rat. The rat that sat on a mat was very happy with his hat. The rat that sat on a mat was very happy with the tall oak tree for giving him a hat. The rat that sat on a mat with his hat lived happily ever after. The end.